Welcome back, guys. We got 2 more weeks of football in the regular season. Miami is number 2, Alabama number 1. In the ACC Coastal Division, Miami is number 1. They took down Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech in dominating fashion. And in the Atlantic, Clemson is number 1, sitting at 8-2, 7-1 in the conference. They are having a great season. And Mateo leads the Heisman race after his 7-touchdown performance against Virginia Tech. It was a Heisman performance, to be honest. And this week they take on a struggling Tar Heels team at 2-8, and they're not having a good season at all. 123rd in the nation in points per game. And look at this, coming off a win against Virginia, though, 28-24. It's a close one. And, of course, Miami just outright dominating this season. No one has been able to keep up with them since the Florida game, all the way back in the beginning of the season. Coker has 12 touchdowns, and even worse, though, is 14 interceptions for the season. Mateo, 45 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. We all know, if you've seen last season, Mateo had a big turnover issue, but he's turned that around big time this season, and he is just putting up big numbers. We all know that this offense goes through him. Last season, it was through the run game. Mateo has been putting the team on his shoulders this season. 1st in passing touchdowns, 7th in passing offense, 96th in rushing offense. Not great, but with Joe Smith now taking the starting position at running back, this team has turned it around a little bit in the run game, but nonetheless, Mateo is the anchor for Miami's offense, and we know this defense is just brutal. I mean, they're absolutely brutal, and coming into hostile territory for UNC. Let's see if Mateo can keep it going, and let's see if the defense can keep it going as well. 3rd and 5. Let's see if Miami can convert. Mateo, pressure's coming, gets it all, but it's way too far ahead. But they're gonna go for it. This is a big risk here. Here he is. He's gonna roll out to the right. He is fast. He is good on the run, and he fumbles it, but it just bounces out of bounds, so they get the first down. No, they don't get the first down. Sorry, that's turnover on downs. Saw the first and I was a little confused there, but 3rd and 2. UNC does not get it. The defense pulls through for Miami. Brings on 4th down. They're going to go for 3. Try to get on the board first. And Mateo, not a good start to this game, but it's still very early. And UNC is on the board with 3 points. 3rd and 6. Mateo's going to roll out to the right. He's going to run it again this time. Gets past the first down marker. He's still going. He runs out of bounds this time. 14-yard rush. 1st and 10. He's going to drop back, and he connects with Damari Jones. That's a big run after the catch. 25-yard reception. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a run play to Joe Smith. Good blocking down the field, and he gets just inches of within the first down, but they're going to hand it to Gus Edwards. He gets the first down. Now the 2nd string running back. Mateo drops back, and he connects with Coley for 7 yards. 2nd and 3, and they're marching right down the field. Here's play action, and he connects with Stanley Stobert, the flashy tight end. He's been having a great season for Miami. Bo Sandlin was the tight end last season, and we didn't know what was going to happen to the position, but Dobert has been great. And there's UNC getting the first down. Jonathan Howard, 3rd and 8. It's a 7-3 game. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and they don't get it. Larry Hope, deflection, goes right through his hands. Slippery, butterfingers, as they say. And here is Joe Smith with a good run. 10 yards, they get the first down. But yeah, butterfingers for this defense. They can drop a lot of potential interceptions. Deep down the field, too. Stacy Coley tripped up 44 yards. They're taking shots down the field. Got 2 running backs in the backfield. Here's Mateo. Pressure's coming. He connects with Gus Edwards. Can he get into the end zone? And he pushes forward for 10 yards. 2nd and inches. They're going to push this one in. It's Mateo. He's going to run it in himself, and Miami scores again, building on their lead. Mateo, after fumbling on that drive, his first drive, he has bounced back. Still got his head on right, and there he is, getting sacked. Coker gets sacked. That's a loss of 6. 3rd and 6. This defense has been feasting all season, and he's trying to get away. He's still not down, and he's finally brought down. That's a 15-yard loss. Earl Moore with the sack. And defense once again with a strong start Here's Samuel Mateo handing it off to Joe Smith. That's a nice one, 9 yards. That's going to end the first quarter 14-3, 2 touchdowns for Miami. Samuel Mateo running it in, and the other one to Dobert. One passing, one rushing for Samuel Mateo, and there's Joe Smith getting good blocking down the field. He's still going past the 20, and he's tackled from behind, brought down inside the 15. First and 10. Here's Samuel Mateo, and he completes it to Coley. Hangs on to it, reaches backwards, 9 yards. He gets it just short of the first down marker, but it doesn't matter because Damari Jones scores a touchdown. Samuel Mateo is 8 of 10, and they're lighting up that scoreboard early in the game. And the defense, just a bunch of white jerseys around the running back, and they don't get the first down. Brings on 4th. And here's Samuel Mateo connecting with Damari Jones. He trips up. It was a screen. He gets 8 yards and a first down. First and 10. Mateo dropping back. He's going to... No, he thought he was going to run it deep down the field to Damari Jones. Damari Jones is having a great first half. Just short of the end zone, but it doesn't matter. Joe Smith punches it in, and Miami's having their way with the Tar Heels. Joe Smith, I mean, that just a game changer in the run game after benching Gus Edwards. Baylor defeats Texas in an epic showdown, 20-17. Baylor remains ranked because Texas is having not a great season. Baylor just beats them. And he just gets away from the sack, brings on 4th down. Chandler Coker, 3 of 10, not having a good game as all the quarterbacks against Miami. Here's Damari Jones again, brought down at the 20. 18-yard reception. He's tagging on a bunch of yards this game. On the play action, here is Samuel Mateo rolling out to the right, and he throws it, and he connects with who? Damari Jones, 14-yard touchdown. Samuel Mateo in this offense, they are not giving up, and he breaks a school record for passing touchdowns in a career. Samuel Mateo celebrating with his team. They're going to review it. Maybe I spoke too soon. They're trying to see if Damari Jones had his feet in bounds. We'll take a look. Oh, I don't know, actually, but let's see what they say.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Oh, and it stands. They do keep the touchdown. Hey, they're on the road, so you can't say the refs are working for Miami. But I think that when Damari Jones caught the ball, his back foot was still on the ground. So maybe that's what it was, not the foot that was forward, because that's the foot that stepped out of bounds. But Miami called for face mask there. 2nd and 2. Deep down the field. He connects with his receiver, and he's in the end zone for a 47-yard touchdown. Jonathan Howard, Chandler Coker, they connect, and UNC is on the board. They're still down 25 points. 3rd and 1. Here is Joe Smith pushing his way through for a first down. That's a 3-yard rush. 1st and 10, a minute 22 in the second quarter. Here's Samuel Mateo connecting with Dobert into Tar Heel territory. 16-yard reception. 1st and 10, pressure's coming. He connects with Joe Smith. 7 yards, a minute and 4 left. They call a timeout on the play action. And there is Damari Jones. Perfect ball placement for Samuel Mateo. And Damari Jones, 16 yards. Here he is again. Damari Jones getting great blocking down the field. He's in the end zone for another touchdown. Damari Jones. 4 touchdowns for Samuel Mateo. 3 to Damari Jones. He's having a great season. And he avoids the first defender, but he's brought down for an 8-yard loss and a sack. 2nd and 18, 37 seconds left to go. Tar Heels hoping for a miracle, but Miami gets it instead. He fumbles the ball in the worst situation. Just taking another look at this. Yeah, that's a fumble. Or it's an interception. I don't know what it is, but the defender was right there. It was perfect. 1st and 10. Let's see if Miami can score before the half. And there is Dunn. And he does not get the first down. Just inches. 15 seconds to see what Miami does. There's Samuel Mateo rolling out to the right. And he connects with Damari Jones. The defender was right there, but Damari still came down with it. It's brought down 160 yards in the first half for Jones. Here is Samuel Mateo connecting with Dobert. They take advantage of the turnover and they score and they build a huge, huge lead. 292 yards, 5 touchdowns for Samuel Mateo. 49-10. What does the second half even hold? I mean, this game is pretty much over, right? 2 touchdowns for Dobert, 3 for Damari Jones. Samuel Mateo has 1 rushing touchdown and he has 5 passing touchdowns. That's all in the first half of this game. Joe Smith has a touchdown, and this defense is just playing lights out. I mean, they had that deep touchdown pass, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. They only 1 touchdown for the Tar Heels. They can't keep up with this team. They're struggling. Negative yards in the run game for the Tar Heels. 84 through the air, 292 through the air for Miami, 102 on the ground. 11 minutes of play time. I mean, Miami's outright dominating. 53 yards total allowed to average and 4 sacks for this defense. I mean, just a historic performance. I mean, here's 3rd and 10, and he does not get the first down. Ryan Switzer, and here's Damari Jones. I mean, it's hard to say who's a star, but he is definitely the star in the pass game right now, because in the receiving game, 3 touchdowns. Here's Damari Jones, and he breaks free from a tackle. Open field in front of him. 1 more defender to beat. Damari Jones is unbelievable. 54-yard touchdowns. That's 4 for him today. 6 for Samuel Mateo. And Damari Jones breaks the school record in a game for touchdowns. He has 4, a record not broken since 1998. 44 plays, 456 yards, 56 points for Miami. 13 first downs, only 2 for the Tar Heels. This defense is unbelievable as well. And he's brought down for a sack. The defense is good, but you have to give it to Miami's offense because they are executing. And this is like just witnessing a slaughter right now. It's just like they're killing them right now. 3 sacks for Muhammad today. And here is the second team offense midway through the 3rd quarter. Olsen lobs it up to Jackson for a first down. He's brought down after the first. 352 yards through the air for the Hurricanes. Here's Gus Edwards up the middle for 6 yards and a first down. Here's Olsen pitching it off to Edwards, and he gets the blocking that he needs, and he's in the end zone for another Hurricanes touchdown. The second team getting some points as well. Gus Edwards scores the touchdown. And here's the defense. 8 hurries, 1 knockdown, 6 total sacks. That ends the 3rd quarter, 63-10. Now we're just waiting to finish this one out. Basically, Miami's dominating today, as they have all season. 63 points. Here is the quarterback deep down the field. That's another deep touchdown for the Tar Heels. Both touchdowns came from similar plays. 17 for UNC. It's 3rd and 10 for Miami. And it's way too far ahead for Olsen there. I mean, I don't know what he was doing there. He needs to pick it back up. Here are the Tar Heels, and they score. I jumped ahead to see them score, and UNC is on the board once again. 63-24. I don't think there's going to be any type of comeback. 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Olsen. Gets past the first down marker using his legs. 20-yard rush. He's going to hand it off to Edwards on the delayed handoff, and he gets a face mask call.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Against the Tar Heels. That's going to move them up further. Will they score? Let's see what happens. Here's Robinson, and he scores. That's a 3rd string running back scoring for the Hurricanes. 70 points, ladies and gentlemen. 70 points. On 4th down for the Tar Heels, they run it for some reason. It's turnover on downs, and we are pretty much done with this one. Jumping ahead, Olsen's in the game once again to take the knee, put this one in the books, and Miami remains undefeated, 11-0 for the season. This had to be the most dominating game. I mean, 70 points, 365 for Mateo. 1 turnover, that was a turnover on downs, and then 7 touchdowns. And I mean, Heisman performance again, once again, 7 total touchdowns. He has to still lead the Heisman race. He deserves that trophy this year. Samuel Mateo showed up big time after that somewhat troubling opening drive, but 193 on the ground, 352 through the air, and no actual turnovers beside the turnover on downs for Miami. Coker had 2 touchdowns. Defensive player of the game is Muhammad with 3 sacks for Miami and a forced fumble. 91% completion rate for Samuel Mateo. That's all you got to say. And Joe Smith, 15 carries, 85 yards. He had 5.6 average, 1 touchdown. Gus Edwards got one in there as well. And Damari Jones, 11 receptions, 214 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Dobert had 2 as well. Muhammad, like I said, defensive player of the game, had 3 sacks, and 3 other players also had a sack. Connor, Moore, and Burns. Coker, 272, 2 touchdowns, but the defense really put them in check. He had those 2 deep passes for touchdowns. Run game did not exist for the Tar Heels today. And in the receiving game, Mateo, 4 receptions, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. And next week is the season finale for the Miami Hurricanes. They take on the Pittsburgh Panthers. It's going to be exciting. Rainy game. Stay tuned, guys.